Welcome to the Dan Stevens Show. Just me today. It's the weekly solo episode. Short episode, nice and sharp. Say what I need to say. What would you call it? Vent? Is it venting? I don't know. It's releasing the pressure valve a little bit. I wore a vest. For the listeners, I'm wearing a white vest. I was gonna wear this on stage a while ago, but I got through that phase. I didn't. How's me tits looking? Anyway, well, showing a bit of skin. But I was in vest vibes tonight. I have a bit of stuff to get off my chest. I'm not talking about the stain. There was two vests I had to choose from. One of them had a pretty bad stain on it, and I was like, no, I'll go with the stain that's washed out, but not washed out. Anyway, I never actually talked about the new table that I have here for the listeners. It's I got a kitchen table for free off adverts, well, for the viewers as well. I'm still trying to figure out how to make the set or the setting here as colourful and endearing as possible since I've put the curtains up. The reason I have the curtains up is because the lights were shining off the whiteboard back to the camera, so I had to put them up. Plus, so now it allows me to do episodes now in the dark. It's like 9:15 at night, and I'm in here doing an episode. You can probably tell that it's night time. You can probably tell that it's cold. You can probably tell that it's cold because there's like steam coming out my mouth, condensation. I don't mind it. I enjoy the cold air. I often wonder, is cold therapy? Does water just give you cold therapy? Or does an owl shock of cold air do a similar thing? I'll probably look it up now and I'll put it up there. Anyway, I collected the table off adverts. A lovely Indian couple that had just moved into a new house and they were clearing it out. And I was like, the guy helped me out with it, out the back, he's really helpful. And I was like, oh, so how long ago did you just move in? And immediately I was like, Jesus, I hope I didn't say that wrong. Which is a bad way to think, isn't it? You wouldn't want to say, someone that looks like me wouldn't want to say that in the wrong tone. How long ago did you move in here? Yeah. And when are you leaving? Get in the van. No. I'm joking. Oh, can I not joke about that now? So, I think that's in my head. On Instagram, there's tension going on. Comedians are speaking out against other people and stuff. It's very tense. I'm so glad I don't give a fuck. Otherwise, I would be very stressed all the time and very angry. And I probably wouldn't have the energy to write jokes, which is what I do. I just concentrate on writing jokes because that's what I'm trying to do for a living. So I think I'll express myself in that way. Yeah, I think that's the best way to go about it, personally. But I mean, getting really angry is good too, but I don't really enjoy the cortisol that much. It's not good for you. So I stay out of that stuff. It's very entertaining now to watch. I won't go into it. If you want more information on it, you can message me somewhere. It's very entertaining. So, it's basically the type of thing where everybody's right and everybody's wrong at the same time. You know? Crazy stuff. Anyway, I had a stark realisation today. I went to the barber's today. I got a fresh chop brow. And as I'm sitting there, I'm looking in the mirror and he sprays the water in my hair and he's like, do you want anything off the top? I was like, yeah, a little bit, like. And then I looked up and there only was a little bit. He brushed it down and I was like, just a bit off the fringe. Actually, just take a little bit right off the front there because it's getting to the point where I have to face I think this will be the year where I have a decision to make whether I go shaved head or skullet. What do you think? The beard is a great leveler. It's a great equalizer. The beard, it keeps you, keeps you with a bit of, I don't know. But in all seriousness, I think it's not talked about enough how much hair loss affects men. Men that, luckily for some reason, I don't really care about anything anymore. Like I've talked about it before, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just I can't. There's so much stuff to care about that if I did, it would destroy me. I think because I am sensitive and I do care for other people. So it would be all or nothing for me. So I just have to go with nothing, and then just face what's in front of me and people that I'm dealing with in person, or that I can see or talk to. It's the only thing I can do, because otherwise I'd be getting involved in stuff left, right, and centre. So I just stay out of it. But I think staying out of it is even seen as being wrong these days. You get judged for staying out of societal issues, for not being on a side per se. Yeah, and it's usually very emotional people that judge you for not being on a side, which is fair enough. Be emotional if you want. If that's how you get your kicks, if that's how you. This is how I press the pressure release valve. For other people, it's different. A lot of people project it onto everyone else, their anger, and if you don't feel the same anger, then they get annoyed at you. All very interesting stuff, but I don't get it. It's interesting, but also extremely boring. I remember a life before when nobody talked about any of that sort of shit, because I think in recent years we now belong to the internet, whereas the internet used to belong to us. But now we're in the internet. Does that make sense? We are of the internet now, and then you have to live two lives if you're gonna get into that. But yeah, it was a moment. I wouldn't say it was a sad moment. It was just when I was looking at my hair. It's very thin and wispy. Very thick at the back. I was like, if I do go to Turkey, they'll definitely have plenty to work off, because that's where they take it from. They take it from the back. But then as well, I do have a bald patch as well, a touch of a bald patch. There's no point in denying it. You can't walk around in denial. I'm just trying to. Once the hair started getting thinner on top, I was like, right, we need to reinforce it. We need to grow here and here, and then that'll take the take the pressure off the top. Most people have a grey head of hair, nothing to worry about. I often think that sometimes. I'm like, I see people going through a really hard time, and then I'm like, you fucking look at the hair on you. You don't know how lucky you are. I think I might have pulled a lot of my hair off at Red Dax when I was younger, to be honest. I used to fucking solid my hair was with the Red Dax. But anyway, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Maybe I'll have to have a skullet. Then there'll be more jokes. If I got a hair transplant, I think I'd have less jokes and I'd be less funny looking. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll shave the head. Maybe, who knows what I'll do. But 2026 could be the year. Also, one thing I'm really getting sick of, and I was talking about this to my friend yesterday, is I don't know if I'm getting sick of them. Just something happens when I look at them now. When I look at all the different people doing them. Food reviewers. There should be some sort of exam or something that you have to do, or a course, or a cert to be a food reviewer. Just everybody does them now. It's so easy. Just these fucking idiots, like, just, we got a Chinese. I'm gonna review this Chinese, like, oh, that chip, it's very soft. Wow. People are watching it, obviously. I don't know. What is that? And then you had, like, the original one was Rate My Takeaway, wasn't he? Big fat fella. He used to set up his table outside places and he'd be like, hey, up to everybody. And it was real unique. And it was like, and now there's an Irish fella who sets up a table as well. So he copies off him. Even he copied that, like, you know. There's a serious lack of originality going on in the world at the moment. You have people miming on TikTok as well. People do covers all the time and they get like 1 million likes. And it's just a shite, sad cover of a song that exists. Right? Write your own songs. If it's really about the art and not about the money or the likes, write your own songs. And if it's good enough, it'll work out for itself. Even when Ireland won, here, look, I'm fucking getting into it now. Even when Ireland won the other day, they won the soccer, Troy Parrott, brilliant, I enjoyed it. And then they're doing covers. People are on TikTok straight away and Instagram and everything, doing covers of Joxer Goes to Stuttgart. And like, oh, and Troy Parrott, he got the ball and he stuck it in the top of the net. Let's like they change it a little bit, or he didn't, did he? He put it in the bottom corner. And we're going to USA if we win 2 more games. It's like, and everyone's like, hey, just write a different one. Like, why can't we have a new song anymore? Why can't we have any new songs anymore? Is it the ADD or the ADHD or something in society? Is that what it is? I don't know. Could be way off, but... And there is people writing songs, I'm sure. And I'm not following. I'm probably ruined by Spotify as well. We probably all have a part to play. But like Mechanical Wonders, there's a band that are doing their own thing. I went to see them in Whelan's a few weeks ago. Unbelievable. That gave me the new band kick like that I haven't had in years. It's up to us to go out and find new bands as well, though, I think, you know, and original art. I'm an electrician by trade. I've been in the arts. I've been in the arts now for like 3 years. I can't really talk much about it, but still, I was always a punter. I always went to music and a bit of comedy and stuff, but I always used to go to gigs. And you do have people like Sam Fender's out there, and there is great original acts. But these people on TikTok just doing covers. Not for me. Anyway, it's not. It's not for me. And these sad acts, as they said in Kevin and Perry. Hey, sad act. That's all there is now in the streets of Dublin. A sad act. And he went down to the motherland. Goes down for a couple grand. He don't wanna go out. I'm like fucking walking down Grafton Street. I'm like, Jesus. Tried to have a good night here. He don't wanna go outside tonight. He's on the Class A team. Look over at a group of English louts then. You can sing that one. They are on the Class A team. Anyway, these are just the little things that I look at and go, please, like, I'd get a great kick out of like a new songs. And it's great to have independent artists that are doing something new. And if it's, I think me as a comedian, I'm the same. Like, if I'm shite, nobody's gonna watch me or listen to me. And it's always been the way. People complain about Spotify and about it's so hard being like a independent artist on your own. But if it's good, then people will listen to it. Like, I think, is that too harsh? Just improve. If nobody wants to listen to it, you need to do something to improve. Would that be unreasonable? Look at Mechanical Wonders out there killing it. Yeah. Be more like Mechanical Wonders. You probably won't. I love them. I know a lot. They sold out Whelan, so what can I say? And you can see inspirations of other bands coming through, which is beautiful to see. Like Ocean Colour Scene style kind of. But bands have always done that. People have taken inspiration from the Beatles, and it's how it goes, but you have to make it your own. Yeah, so that's it. I'm losing my hair. People aren't original anymore. Takeaway reviews just... Oh, you have all these English fellas coming over drinking pints now as well in Temple Bar. Oh, it's a 7.5 out of 10, that one. Oh. I remember my brother Dylan, like, he suffered for a good few years, but was always very wise. And we'd be in my house, and one day I was in to rate my takeaway at the time. It must have been 2018, 2019. And he was going through, he was in bad form. And I was like, look at this chap, man. This is deadly, like. He wasn't watching telly at the time, or no phone or nothing. And I turned on my telly, I turned on your man out to rate my takeaway. And he just looked at it and he's like, are you watching a fella eating a takeaway on the telly? And I was like, yeah, he rates it, like. Why? He just goes, why does he do that? I was like, because it's not like, if it's nice or not. And he's like, are you gonna get that takeaway? I was like, no, it's in England. He's like, turn that off, will you? I was like, yeah, I will actually. Just the way he rolled. Miss him for things like that, I have to say. Moments like that. These nuggets of wisdom. Yeah, I remember. So funny. It's, yeah, schizophrenia is a fucking nasty thing. But still had so many good times with him. Like one time, he was down in the dumps as well. And we were in my house and he was like, do you want anything in the shop? I'm going up to the shop. He'd always get jellies. He'd get a bag of jellies. I'd be like, nah, I'm cool, man. I'm alright. And up in the shop, there's a few women working up there who, let's say, they wouldn't be... I'm trying not to be nasty here. I don't mean to be mean or rude, but there was one woman in particular at the time that worked up there, and she doesn't work there anymore, up in the local grocery shop. That's half American, half Irish way of saying it. The grocery shop. She worked up there, and she'd be working at the self-checkouts, and that's where we'd pay. And he came back anyway, and he's like, fuck's sake. And I was like, what? What's wrong? Like, are you alright? He goes, I think your one up there fancies me. And I was like, oh, no way, like, which one? And he just goes, which one do you think? And I was like, oh, yeah. Just, yeah. So, I come into these episodes with not really knowing what I'm going to talk about, just with a general idea. I wanted to talk about seeing, like, when is that with the hair, like when he brushes it down, and you just look at it and it's gone down to like individual strands, and it's like, oh my god, it's getting real. Then I can reinforce it from the sides. Like, look at that. I'm always messing with my hair, you know. It's I'd be trying to keep it out of my eyes all the time. You see me doing that? It's like it's magnetic. It's mad. Look at my hair. Like, look at it. It's like so flexible. I was blessed with really, really light hair that gets attracted to the moon. Look, it directs towards wherever the moon is shining from. If you're ever wondering where the moon is, just which way did it go? I can't see, but yeah, I have very. It's thin, but it's interesting, and maybe I might get till if I got to 2027 without having to. No, it never. Yeah, because it's not going to get any better, is it? But anyway, Just have to harden up sometimes, don't you? With some things, but it really does affect people in a bad way. If you're going through a hard time and then you start losing your hair as well, it's brutal. My best mate lost it when he was... Don't think he ever grew any, actually. He just always, since he was a baby, just never... No, I'm joking. He's gonna love that. No, he had a few... kind of Doug Funny hair for a while, and then... Yeah. Couple of me good mates, a few of me good friends have lost it now. But I'm not just using the mullet for cover up. I did have a mullet when the mullet is in me. I am of the mullet, you know. I am a mullet type of person. I'm a mullet type of man. I always have felt that way, whatever that means. It's been a nerve-wracking week a little bit, because this week I was on Thursday night. I'm doing support for David McSavage, the Irish legend, and I have to pick him up at his house, bring him to the venue, drop him home again. It's in Lucan. I live in Blanche, so I'm going way out my way, all the way out to where he lives in town, and then it would have been just Blanchardstown to Lucan and back, but I'm not complaining. I get to spend time with a living legend, an absolute inspiration of a stand-up comedian, and it makes me nervous, you know, having to be in the car waiting for that long. But I've dropped him home before from a gig, but it's really cool to be able to support him. There'll be an episode out on Tuesday with my sister Molly. She came on. I think I call her a civilian at the start of it, which I regret. It's kind of cringy, isn't it, when a comedian calls people civilians? It's just, I meant, you don't get many people that aren't in the entertainment industry wanting to come on a podcast, and she did it, and it was... I hope you enjoy it. Alright, anyway, that was a bit all over the place. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening and watching. See you again soon. Good night, or good morning, or good afternoon, or whatever. Like, subscribe, share, rate 5 stars. We recently got the 50th 5-star rating on Spotify, so thank you for that, whoever that was. And share, follow, all that stuff. Thank you, guys. All the best. See you later.